Good morning, children. This video is in continuation with the chapter 2 States of Matter. So, in this section, we will deal with matter and its different states. Okay, so as I told you in the earlier previous video, that anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. Matter can be classified into different ways. Okay, so we can classify this matter into different ways. So here two ways are given. One of this classification is based on their occurrence. Okay, whether they are naturally occurring material or they are man-made material. Okay, so first is on the basis of their occurrence. Okay, so matter can either be naturally occurring or can be man-made. So what are the examples of naturally occurring materials? You see wood, fruits, herbs, these are the naturally occurring material. Now under man-made material comes paper, nylon, steel. Okay, these are the man-made material. You can also cite few examples of your own. Okay, now the second point is on the basis of their states. Okay, so matter can be solid. Okay, they can be liquid or gas. Okay, matter can be solid, liquid or gas. So on the basis of the states, matter can be of three types. We can classify matter into three types. First, solid, liquid, gas. Now we will read in details about the three states of matter. Okay, so you see one diagram I have drawn here. So what do you see here? See, this is the solid. This diagram represents the particles of the solid. So what? See here, in solid, the particles are very closely packed to each other. You see, they are very closely packed. Okay, see, this is one particle, this is the other particle. So these particles are very close to each other and they do not have any spaces between them. Okay, particles generally do have some spaces between them. Okay, these spaces are called intermolecular space. Okay, the space between the molecules, clear? The space between the molecules are called intermolecular space. Okay, the spaces between the molecules are called intermolecular space. But in the case of solid, you see the molecules are so closely packed that they lack intermolecular space. They do not have any intermolecular space. Clear? Here the molecules are very closely packed and that's why they are very hard in nature. Solids are hard in nature. They have definite shape and volume. See, what are the characteristics of the solid? See, in solid the molecules are closely packed. They do not have intermolecular space. That's why the molecules are very hard. They have definite shape. This rigidity gives them definite shape and volume. Okay, due to the lack of intermolecular space, okay, they are unable to flow. They do not flow. They are incompressible. You cannot compress. For example, let's take book. This copy only. Am I able to compress this copy? No. It is incompressible. Okay, this is incompressible. Chair, incompressible. See this pencil, this is also incompressible. All these are solid and they have a definite shape. You cannot we cannot change the shape. Okay, they cannot change the shape. Clear? So these are the characteristics of solid. What are they? Let's read once again. Molecules are closely packed, they are hard, have definite shape and volume, do not flow. Now they do not flow. Let's take one example to understand this topic. Okay, now you will take some sugar from your kitchen, okay, and pour it on a plain paper. Suppose if I pour some sugar over here, what will you see? You will see that sugar will form the heap. Okay, when you pour the sugar on a plain surface, it will form the heap of sugar. It is not flowing as the water flows. When you pour some water on the ground, you see the water flows, but solids do not. Okay, so this shows that solid do not flow. Now let's move to the second state, that is liquid. You see here, in solid we saw that they do not have any intermolecular space, but in solid you see, since the molecules are not very closely packed, they are loosely packed, so they do have intermolecular space. So you see, ये one molecule है, दूसरा molecule है, तीसरा है, so इनके बीच में spaces हैं. Clear? So liquids have intermolecular space. Here the molecules are loosely packed. That's why they do not have any definite shape. They take the shape of the container in which they are poured. Clear? See, they take the shape of the container, but they have a definite volume. Like if you pour 1 liter water into 500 ml bottle, you cannot fit it. It means they have definite volume. Clear? They have the tendency to flow. They always flow in one direction. Okay, from higher to lower concentration, and they cannot be compressed, but in some book it is written that they can be compressed very little. Clear? Now let's move to the third state, that is gases. Now you see here, the molecules are very far apart from each other. They are very loosely packed. Okay? That's why they do not have definite shape, nor do they have definite volume. Clear? They do not have definite shape, nor do they have definite volume, and they flow in any direction. They can flow in any direction. Unlike liquid, okay, they can flow in any direction, and they can be easily compressed. Clear? They can be easily compressed. So it is very clear. You can easily differentiate the three states of matter on the basis of their shape, volume, their nature of molecules. Clear? Once again, let's recap whatever we have read in this video. In solids, molecules are closely packed. In liquid, loosely packed. Whereas in gases, very loosely packed. Here, they are hard. Okay, they have definite shape. They do not have definite shape. They also do not have definite shape. But they have definite volume. Liquids have definite volume, whereas gases do not have definite volume. They do not flow. They have tendency to flow in one direction, and they can flow in any direction. Solids are incompressible. Liquids also can't be compressed, or you can compress very little, almost negligible. And gases can be compressed. Okay, children? Thank you.